The reason we know how to use margin because we know how to use margin. Because you don't know how to use margin, well, don't put it on us. Don't even ask us question.
Ryan, why don't you pull up Amazon's margins real quick?
Well, yeah, I'd have more of a grin on my face than Stephen Hawking on Epstein's Island.
I'm off as a smug cock when you said that.
Wow, fiscal philosophy, you're not very smart at all. You screw up, cash flow kings. Dissector, you are an idiot.
Hello, everybody. It's Saturday. It's 8 p.m. Eastern. And on Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern, you could be doing a wide variety and range of activities that are both recreational, traditional, taboo, one could say. So what are some of those activities you could be doing on Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern?
You could be dropping some edibles, you know, having some of that special butter.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah, consuming certain special baked goods that may or may not get you a little bit, you know.
You're not getting them from High Tide, that's for sure.
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. You could be out in Old Town Scottsdale at the club, listening to, Sandstorm and drinking vodka sodas and trying and failing to pick up thoughts that are just there for attention and free drinks.
It's not good. That's not
never
good.
done that before.
I was thinking you could be pregnant at 17 years old and going out to the local clubs after you have a kid and just leaving the kid at home and doing dirty dancing and posting with your arse out. It's not an accretive activity, I'd say.
It's very weirdly specific, but yeah, I've seen many such cases, to be perfectly honest with you.
You could be in a LA Fitness locker room right now, and we all know what happens in LA Fitness locker rooms. There's nothing good that comes out of there.
And you could be you could be trolling the frozen food aisle at Target.
Yeah, you could have your cell phone.
Seeing what the the Beckys are buying, you know.
Yeah, and you got to hope they're of age too, because if they're not, then Jeremy, you might be in trouble. Holy smokers, I didn't know she was 13. But welcome back, everybody. It is Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern. What better way to spend a Saturday, 8 p.m. Eastern than on the Cash Flow Kings? We don't have a guest this week. Like everybody I tried to get on was either available like next week or the week after. Nobody was available tonight. I don't know why. More reason. They could be doing some pretty bad things right now, Fiscal.
Yeah, they could. But I see most of them in the chat, to be perfectly honest with you. So maybe they just wanted the night off.
Yeah, I respect that. We do have live viewer call-ins. We haven't done that in a while, so tonight's a good opportunity if you want to come into the Cash Flow Kings for 10, 15 minutes, debate us, talk your ish, then go do that.
Echoes has a good point.
Echoes does have a good. I'm shocked y'all didn't mention the playoff game. Yeah, you could be watching the Ravens-Steelers game, even though it's more likely than not going to be over by the first quarter.
I mean, this might age me a little bit here, but don't talk about the playoffs. Playoffs.
Yeah, that was not entertaining. I mean, we'll definitely be done by like probably halfway through second quarter. Tonight's probably going to go, I don't know, 50 minutes. And then if any of our channel members, once again, if you're a channel member, one could say it's pretty good value. We're halfway to our goal by 2025 of hitting 20 channel members. So, best $2 you could possibly spend every month. You get a whole lot of benefits. You can call into the show whenever your little heart desires. You get access to our weekly deep dive episodes on stocks. We just did one on Evolution Gaming last week for Seymour Duck. Me and Fiscal are both heavily interested now. So if you think there's a company that you think is a bit of a hidden gem, one could say, as Blake Downer likes to say, you think there's a company that's a hidden gem and you want the Cash Flow Kings to go over it? Okay, that's fine. $2 a month. That's all we ask. $2 a month. You get $2 taken away from your bank account, but all the knowledge that fills you will be more than worth it.
Exactly. We got more knowledge in our garage than we have Lamborghinis, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Yeah, that could be happening right now, Julius Caesar. That absolutely could be happening. I disagree, Peter. Beater's not one that strikes me to watch NFL games.
Yeah, Beater's more of doing the other thing that was just mentioned.
Yeah.
It's in his name. They call him
What do you
Beater
hear?
for a reason, right?
I hate to brag, Dan, but if you're not on if you guys aren't doing prize picks yet, it's a very worthwhile investment in my opinion. I made a $14 profit. You don't have to insert any money. You're lucky enough you're in a state where it's pretty much forbidden. You get like a free pick every day, and then if you get like 2 in a row, you get a chance at a parlay. So I hate to brag, but I did make $14. So that pretty much paid for my lunch at Chipotle today. Yeah, we don't condone gambling on the stream. Unless it's with Evolution Gaming, if we potentially own it. But yeah, become a channel member. That's good $2 you could spend. I think I'd rather spend $2 on a channel membership than a parlay, Fiscal. I don't know about you. Or you could parlay then buy the channel membership.
I think the ROI on the channel membership's better. Personally,
yeah, I agree.
That's just my opinion.
Me too.
Speaking of gambling, I did buy something this week that
to
go down like 20%.
Oh, members only. Yeah, I do have the game on in the background, Echoes, but I mean, I live for like the fourth quarter, so yeah, and tomorrow I'll be in there.
Get right to the good stuff, right? Start in the second half.
Yeah, we have Cash Flow Kings the first half. I go upstairs, make a steak after the show, and good times. But yeah, we don't condone gambling, by the way, guys, on the channel. We don't condone any gambling for legal reasons. That's speaking of legal reasons, Fiscal, we have a new tax professional on the Cash Flow Kings that behind the scenes that maybe members only will know soon.
Yeah. True. We are going through that process of putting together the taxes
for the Cash Flow Kings negative, mostly
figure out what our loss was in 2024.
Yeah, that's okay though, because if you become a channel member right now, we'll be cash flow positive. Yeah. Do we want to start off with the topic of the night? The crash. So it's doomsday now.
I know.
Besides that, it literally is in LA right now.
Oh yeah, I know somebody out there, and like cell service went out for a while and like came back eventually, and apparently the air just smells terrible now. Smells like burning garbage, basically.
Yeah,
is what I've been told. Yeah,
what Kamara's house smells like.
Well, he's sitting on the toilet using Majin, so yeah, dropping some massive deuces in there. I'm sure
next to other
men. Yeah, he's got a row of them. Now he paid for the extra bathrooms with his income.
Yeah, the income. Yeah,
for sure. So yeah, that's definitely interesting. I know Friday was like one of the biggest single day drops I think I've had ever, actually.
Yeah, what was your damage
2%
like?
for me?
How much?
Friday. 2% just Friday.
2%. All right, I gotta see what it was at because I went on around like 2:00. I wasn't even down a whole lot because thankfully I still have some conservative options, and Uber and Target kind of held me above.
So for me, the only thing that went up was actually Uber, and everything else was at least a little bit red.
Yeah.
And the thing I lost the most on throughout the week though was TSSI, which was something Stabulo convinced me was good, and he was hoping it would go down, so I bought it because if I buy it, it's going to go down. So
yeah, that's you bought. Wow, that's members only stuff right there.
Yeah, so it's but I looked at how it kind of how it traded over the last year, and there were a lot of instances where it had peaks and then sell-offs because there's a lot of people that's just trading it, I think.
Yeah.
But fundamentally there's a lot of things that look really good in it, so I'm gonna be patient and I'm not gonna worry about it so much.
Yeah. But speaking of an individual who does enjoy a good trade or two himself,
well, it's a small cap, right? So
another individual who likes to talk about small caps, Fiscal. It is Bacon Memes coming in clutch to redeem the viewer call-in spot. Bacon, welcome in. Fiscal, you continue what you were saying though.
All right. So yeah, it's a small cap. It's a similar market cap to High Tide. And how many times since I bought High Tide originally did it go down, but then always come back stronger than ever, right? So I've sort of you could say I was born in the volatility. I was molded by it.
Yeah. The little Bane quote you had this week was nice.
Molded by it.
I didn't see S&P standard volatility until I was already a grown man.
Nobody cared who I was until I bought MPW.
Yeah. By the way, Dan has been in the news recently on the Discord. There's been a ongoing war between the Dans and the Discord. Dan is representing
Dan Weston and Dividend. Dude.
Yeah, it's. I'm trying to get him on here, dude, and it's not. It doesn't look like it's gonna happen.
I don't know. Like, I feel like that could turn into episode 32, part 2.
Nah, those are too stable. Though I trust both of the D's enough to not leak somebody's address on the stream,
or
make the stream members only.
You trust them not to send their hit squad after us?
Us.
Yeah,
I mean, to be fair, the channel did go down.
I mean, you were the one that got the actual threat, but I mean,
yeah.
Hey, I mean, you never know, man. Like they might have their ways of finding me.
Yeah.
I'll have to flee to the Philippines to escape them.
Yeah. Oh boy, we had an interesting Khmer's under what time horizon in QC?
Well, probably
what time horizon? Like
probably on the like 6 month or 1 year at least. Yeah.
That's no comment there.
It's actually very funny. I've even said this on Discord that it's like it's low key hilarious that he's basically Forrest Gumped his way into massive gains. But he like it's so clear.
You just started though.
All right, that's a bit funny.
A week.
But you have to admit, it's hilarious that he's Forrest Gumped his way. Probably, I haven't looked at his channel lately, so I don't know where he's at right now. But he just happened to Forrest Gump his way into getting the right thing at the right time before it bubbled even more than it was already bubbling.
That's great.
And the come down, if it ever comes down, is gonna he's gonna
it's gonna be so
shit.
good.
But
we got a taste of it when the margin call
but
like
because like if he's getting that income, he's probably not managing the money very well. He's probably either spending it or just keeping on putting it in the same overpriced stuff. So
I love margin. Margin doesn't come with expenses, right?
He's better than Tesla. Oh boy.
There's no such thing as drag or carry.
Yeah, no comment. I don't know. I mean, the title is a joke. To be fair, I mean, I don't. But how much were you? What was the damage for you, Bacon? I was down 1%. Fiscal was down 2%. What was the damage for you?
For yesterday.
Yeah.
Or yeah, like about 1% ish.
Wow, like the fiscal philosophy. You're not very smart at all. Underperformers are back.
But like it's only 1 day, and like if a person's gonna panic if their portfolio's down like 2% on a single day, their entire port, like their active port, do something else. Probably.
I'm literally freaking out over here, man.
Yeah. I actually did sell something yesterday and it was up. I started the trimming of my target holding.
Yeah. That's right. You mentioned that. Yeah.
Sad day, but it had to come. I just indexed it. I found that like on these crazy 2% days or whatever, that like if I don't see anything like obnoxiously on sale, I'll just index it. It's good fun.
It's a healthy long-term balance.
Yeah. That's true. The
panic button. Did you stab fiscal philosophy in the back with TSSI?
Yeah, I think that's the reason that that I was closer to the 2% instead of 1%. Well, that and PayPal got like absolutely shafted on Friday for some reason, like way more than anything else. It was down like 5% on its own, but maybe it's because of it's probably because of the whole honey thing where they found out that it was kind of a shady business.
Happens to be a little shady.
As a person who was on the sidelines, having like tried to look at the revenue and profit breakdown of honey and things like that, it's not the most clear that it's and even then, like the way how they break down the revenues, you would have to be stupidly draconian to be like, oh, that revenue category is all going to zero. Like the way they
Right.
break that out, it,
Oh,
it,
yeah,
it
yeah.
would be completely unfair.
I
And
saw a video on it where they did that breakdown, and they kind of attributed like all of the other revenue
Mhm.
growth to Honey, and it's like, no. But I think it's just there is now I think a negative perception though, because of the fact
Mm.
that this PayPal owned company is doing something that is getting them a lot of bad press right now. Like the videos on the issue, millions and millions and millions of views.
Draconian, for those that don't know, it just means like unnecessarily brutal or like excessively over the top,
Or
harsh, to the
Here's
point of
why.
it being kind of stupid.
like the death penalty for shoplifting, people would probably call draconian.
Yeah.
If
I'm like,
you
hey,
want
if it's a
like
Target, I'm
really,
all for it.
you're right.
That's a joke. Yeah. So fiscal's the one with the most damage out of the three of us. That feels good, I guess. No, it's weird. My portfolio's in where I have like enough conservative plays like with SHD, McDonald's. I can't believe Target's still in there somehow. Starbucks is another weird holding too. Like I just haven't bought any, and that's somehow still my second largest holding. So Fiscal, what do you think I should do with Starbucks?
What's the price right now?
93.
I mean,
I have a price in mind where I'm gonna sell. I've shared it with a few people. Not
if you're
all.
selling, if you're not selling now, I definitely just hit that sell all button if it hits 100, man. Like
100.
yeah. I don't really love Starbucks here, you know.
I mean, it's fair.
$75, which I realize could never happen, but
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah, I don't
Dan, that's
love
fake
Starbucks
news.
at these prices.
Dan, you can swear if you guys come on. We've episode 32 was a perfect example of what you can and can't say on the Cash Flow Kings, and I think we had the leash pretty long there.
I think we're trying to keep it more PG-13-ish now.
Yeah, we're like the WWE. That was like the
we're getting close to ad revenue, so we do have to at least consider that as we transition into. Yeah,
we are almost 100 subscribers away. There's a chance that perhaps next week we could be at 100 subscribers. Starbucks. Thank you. I said like 110 and probably start getting out. Maybe 105. If it got up there, I'd start trimming. I'm not like as strict as on the price. Like I said, if Target got back to my basis, but I think if we're close enough now where it doesn't make a crazy difference, I don't run enough. Oh, this is a good question from a swole viewer who we can always appreciate, of Sergio. Best advice for beginners that nobody talks about. Does everybody just say index, or can I not say that?
I don't think that's the answer people are looking for, because that's the answer everybody gives, right? Yeah. And he said that people don't talk about. So I think that the nature of the question kind of excludes that specific answer.
Okay.
I mean, I have
an answer for I'm thinking.
Yeah. I would say don't be afraid to be patient and not rush to make decisions. Don't FOMO, I guess. Yeah, that would be a big one. Like, don't be afraid to hold cash or escov or whatever if you're not sure on an investment.
All right, so I have some candidates here. That would be like in line with what you just said, Fiscal. If you're choosing to pick, then whatever method you have, because it's a big market, plenty of ways to go about this: swing trade, shorter term, longer term. Some people like certain industries, some people will avoid industries like the plague. Pick what makes sense to you. Respect that you should have periods of underperformance, and I think one of the most criminally under talked about things is portfolio construction and management. Some people, might be over allocated more than what they should be. Some people might say, oh well, concentration is what matters, and concentration can be certainly powerful, but it's trade-offs all the way down, and I think respecting the trade-offs and trying to really think things through as its place. So there you go.
I'm crying right now. I got tears in my eyes. Two things. I would say don't be afraid to sell. I think that's something that I would have liked to know probably a little earlier. Don't be afraid to sell. I think there's like a buy and hold forever kind of mindset when it comes to some companies, and that just doesn't always work out if you want to have a respectable return. And I would find like a couple of good YouTubers to actually listen to. And you got to kind of realize like who bullshits and who not. Like there's a few, like if you see any channel with dividend in their name, I'm sorry, it's probably not the best idea to go to their channel. Sorry to dividend dude. But like if you have it, just like I think Fabio's great. I think Aria's great.
Actually,
I mean, Blake is great.
It's funny though, because even though dividend is in the name, he doesn't really only focus on dividends anymore. To be fair, like that was a chapter in his journey, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, I actually that does segue into something that I was thinking about earlier today, and I've been wondering, like, why is it that like the biggest grifters are the ones that blew up the most on YouTube? And I know what it is. It's because they're the ones that are telling people the things that they want to hear. And that's what ends up pushing the most in the algorithm, is when people are getting what they want to hear, they're going to keep clicking, right? And they want to hear Tesla's going to be $5,000 in 2 years, and that robo taxis are going to be $1 trillion revenue business, next week, and that Optimus Prime robots are going to, be worth $10 trillion in 10 years and everything else like that. That's what they want to hear, because it means that it's going to be fast and easy and they're going to be really rich. And
that can only be happening by one way, and that's becoming a Cash Flow Kings channel member. They can knows very well.
Exactly. And the truth of it is that getting rich is usually either it's some combination of slow, difficult, boring, stressful, like some combination of those things. Like if it's fast, it's probably not going to be easy unless like you win the Powerball or get like ridiculously lucky on something. It's going to be stressful or difficult if it's short most of the time, right? Or if it's low risk, low stress, whatever, it's going to be long and boring. That's just how it is. It's the
Khmer's relationship.
Yeah, you can choose something. You can choose the job, either be done fast, cheap, right. Choose two. Like that's kind of a saying, like with like general contractors and stuff. You can't, like, if somebody says they can give you all three, it's probably too good to be true.
Yeah. Well said. Good question here from channel member RM3 Trades. By the way, if you do become a channel member, we debuted our great dancing abilities, and Bacon, since he is in the show and he is showing his face, he is obligated to do it with us. But RM3 Trades says sold Starbucks at 96. You need to see the proof of the CEO's effort. No, I absolutely agree with that. I would even like add results into that as well. Like the effort thing's interesting because there's like a condition where he gets to work from home. Or it's like a work from home job, and he gets to fly in his private jet to see it. It's interesting. I think he's a good CEO, but still, isn't
it 3 days a week he flies out or something?
Yeah, I guess 3 days a week. It's good life. I'd want to be there too. Oh no! Oh shoot! Okay, all right, we'll do it again.
Do it. Do it.
That's enough. Thank you, Fuad. I'm sorry for everybody who else had to see that. All right, back to the fun. Yeah, but back to your point though. Yeah, it's a very untraditional role he's kind of taken on, and I hope there's some results to back it up.
Mhm.
I also came up with an amazing idea this week that I want to run by you two for Starbucks. So obviously Starbucks they got to innovate, right? Like China's a really big bet for them, and that's just kind of been holding them, by the shirt the last 4 or 5 years when it comes to their financial results. I think Starbucks should start opening up high-end bar type restaurants in like urban cities, and it sells like alcoholic caffeine beverages. You cannot tell me that like the white women will not eat that up on TikTok. You can't tell me that they won't. I think it's a good business model. It's like they're halfway between the reserve roasteries and the regular ones.
I don't know. I think there's a little bit of a danger in like going towards the middle ground, because what you end up doing is pleasing nobody. Compromises like that.
Elaborate there, because I'm not following.
Well, for example, like Walmart leans into price, right? If they try to suddenly do like a Walmart store that's like higher end and is more like a Target, people be like, why don't I just go to Target?
I see.
And if Target tries to go budget, they'll be like, well, but you're not going to beat Walmart's prices, so why bother?
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would be innovative. It's just that the risks would be meaningful, and that obviously is where the profit or losses would certainly come from.
Yeah.
I don't know, like my one concern, because I've had the alcohol stoinks on the radar,
Yeah.
and it seems like maybe either it's just headline news, or it actually is legitimate that demographic trends for relatively younger people are shifting away from alcohol. And I mean, I know, fairness
that's
to you,
fake
you did
news.
say
That is
oh,
fake
okay,
news.
fake news. Okay,
There's so much. That's our generation's a bunch of alcoholics, but I'm saying alcohol and caffeine are the two biggest drugs in America.
yeah.
Why not mix them both into one? And that would imagine the money people would spend. That would just be.
Yeah. I mean, like, I would be curious about the menu though, just because like part of me
Okay.
thought, like, as a person on the sidelines, like if Starbucks improved the breakfast menu, maybe that might do something, but I don't know.
Okay. Yep. Here's what they'd serve. They'd have Black Russians, espresso martinis, Irish coffee, Kahula coffee, Bailey's Irish coffee, Siciliano, holiday alcoholic coffees with Jack Daniel. See, like they could just. I didn't know about this either. Like
I do like some Baileys in the coffee. It's chef's kiss. So you might even see me at one of these things if you decided to do that.
Completely, like, dude, white girls would eat that up, dude. They'd spend so much of their dad's money on like tuition and stuff. That'd be so profitable for them.
That'd be a great place to run some.
Okay,
pickup
yes,
games.
no, I put this in my video. I said they should add like 5 or 6 donuts to their menu. I think that would be really good. And I was shitting on them for their current menu right now because they have.
I hate, like, every time I've been, which isn't often, I hate the stuff that they sell to eat there.
Oh, it's horrible. It's like a joke too. But
Yeah,
another thing is like
half of it doesn't even seem like it goes with coffee.
and it's expensive, dude. It's too expensive. And I was looking up, so I compared Dunkin' Donuts and Tim Hortons donuts to Starbucks donuts. Starbucks has like one old-fashioned glazed donut on the menu. Guess how much it costs?
$5.
4.
Okay, so that's pretty close.
Okay, I was gonna
400
say
calories.
350.
For 450 calories. You can get the same donut, same macros or whatever.
450
Probably
calories.
better tasting too from Dunkin' for like $1. Not even. I think it's like 69 cents, 70 cents. Like it's just heinous.
Yeah.
You probably live. I'd bet you're willing to live. I'm gonna say Massachusetts, like Northeast. It's regional. I think that Starbucks is. I don't know. You're kind of banking just on China right now. If that goes through, that'd be nice, and like other things. Gil, this topic this week, we were I was
You know all
looking
the
for
things, the
potential.
other things you could be doing Saturday night. He's probably doing those with his frat boys.
the
in-
frat,
in
yeah, the
school.
frat house.
Yeah.
It is return to college weekend. The
That's all I'll
fraternity
say.
house.
I won't rat him out.
Versus Paul Gabriel. That'd be a good strategy. Thank you for subscribing. We appreciate that. Beater, you're lucky I'm not a minor anymore. I'd report that gladly.
Oh no! Oh no!
I would enjoy that. I would recommend going on highly shorted stock as a newbie.
I
Don't do that.
also recommend that.
Yeah. Comment section is lit up tonight.
All the
Starbucks
OGs
can't
are
only
here.
depend on China. Yeah, it's just like they've been holding them by the shirt recently. Dan is like a tiger waiting to attack. We've all been there. I hope. I think.
Hey, like we all try it at some point.
Absolutely, Starbucks should buy High Tide majority stake. That would bring them back to dominance. Oh, this would be. What do you think about this? I saw June put that idea in the comment section a bit.
Starbucks buy Krispy Kreme. Is that the idea?
Yeah, I don't know how that would work.
Yeah.
I mean, I
I'll
think
put it poll in the comment section. We'll do good.
there could be some synergy there. I don't hate that.
Really? I can't see how it would be integrated. That's my thing.
Well, like, are there individual Krispy Kreme stores, or is it just like they sell Krispy Kreme in other retail locations?
I'm looking.
I
I
think
don't know.
it's
I don't know Krispy Kreme's business model all that well.
I think
They
it's a
are-
little bit of both, but majority. they
But I will say this: Krispy Kreme's only 1.5 billion, so
Mhm.
that's like a sneeze for Starbucks.
And Starbucks needs to innovate their food menu. Why not add Krispy Kreme donuts to the menu?
Yeah, they could just shut down all the. It does look like Krispy Kreme has some individual stores, but they could just shut all those down and then just
Not all.
cross
How
all
about,
the
how about
product
keep like
in-
the most demanded ones open and then like shut down the poor performing locations? Allocate the money towards integrating donuts into the menu. I think it would be good because, like, I'm
Yeah.
telling Bacon, what are your thoughts on the Starbucks food menu right now? If you ever walk into Starbucks,
Yeah, it's disappointing to say the least.
that's right. I don't know how people can like gas it up. I've not seen one person say, Starbucks food is really good. It's a little alarming. No, but there are some other markets I think that like Africa, India, those are going to be ones that are going to be pretty important for Starbucks going forward. They just gotta. It's a rough time. I'll be honest. The more
By the way,
more I read.
if you're watching on Twitter, you should follow on Twitter.
Oh, well said. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, another thing too that I proposed, and I want to hear your thoughts on this. I think Starbucks should consider conversion, making their company-owned stores franchisees.
Ooh, that would be big by itself. And depending how it's done,
I don't know. I
know.
need to see like the actual economics. So I know that I
Mhm.
know that the franchise model like has worked wonders for Mackie D's, but does it work as well for Starbucks? I'm not sure.
Well, they'd have that consistent cash flow through the fees and royalties stuff.
yeah.
Also, another thing is that they wouldn't be vulnerable to the union attacks anymore, which I don't think that's
That's
a
the big
giant
one.
issue, but
yeah.
still, it'd be nice to address.
Hmm.
Also, but I think the big thing that would kind of deter management away from doing it is Starbucks takes a lot of pride in like having consistency with their stores and like having, friendly baristas everywhere, clean stores. I don't know how this comment quoted here. Oh, that's great. No,
That's a good one.
no,
I appreciate that comment.
I agree. It's great. No, fuck. Now I'm off topic. What was I saying? I was talking. Oh, they
Friendly
want like
baristas.
consistency through the stores. I think that would be kind of a turnoff if they really care that much about consistency. The barista smiling, all that. Yeah, that's right, Combo. That's a great comment, though. All right, do we agree or disagree with this? Because I have a middle ground take with this.
Well, I don't like going to Starbucks, so I'll say that's acceptable. Well, unless you're taking a woman there, then
That's fair.
like
I think it's fair.
just to satisfy her Starbucks craving or whatever, then that's fine. But otherwise, yeah, I've never gone to a Starbucks by myself ever.
Wow.
I'm
You
neutral,
agree or disagree?
completely neutral on the
Neutral?
topic of Starbucks, yeah. And their
I-
consumer base.
I would say depends what you order. I think if you just get like a black coffee, I think you're off the Diddy list. But I would not. I think if it's got to be just a regular coffee or the cream and sugar or something. Put a poll. All right, Gil, just for you. Okay. The people want it.
All right, and end of the poll to a new poll.
Yeah, end of the poll. 62% of you guys said no. By the way, that they shouldn't buy Krispy Kreme. All right. If you're a man, I can't wait. I hope there's somebody new joining the channel and just sees this poll in the comment section. All right, the poll is up.
This definitely
everybody.
would happen in a Starbucks board meeting.
Yes, this absolutely would.
Yeah, I'm sure that they're always just talking about how gay their stores are in the meetings.
That's not true. That's not true, Gil.
I've read the
not
10K.
doing
It's in there.
Fake news. Blake comes in with a good point. Non-franchise models allow for both consistent and additional speed when it comes to operational pivots. That's another thing too. Like they pride
trade-offs.
themselves on automation and they love the whole AI, the triple shot reinvention plan, bringing value to cut I don't know. I kind of disagree with this. I think people still go. Oh, actually, that's true. That's actually true. I take that back. I thought you were talking about people going to Starbucks. Yeah, I agree. And I think you can't get away with the $4 coffee thing or $4, $5, $6 coffee thing if you're a grab and go place. I agree, though. That's definitely one of the things that I think they're trying to get back to as well. Oh, this is what would I do? I don't know how you could. They're already pretty up there.
I have an anecdote. Okay, I knew a guy with an Italian mom, and he was into the gym, right? And he was taking these supplements. The pills happened to be pink. All right.
Oh, okay.
And this applies to Starbucks also. She said to him, "What do you need those pills for? To make you more gay? You don't need them." And then dropped the mic and walked away. The point is, Starbucks doesn't need any help being more gay.
Yeah, I get on board with that for sure. I think they're already kind of well positioned there. They like there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. I'm just reading all this unknowns comments, and I'm nodding my head right now. They should automate the stores and install coffee machines. That's kind of what they're trying to do. But like, if they did that, the unions would already be on that. The unions would absolutely eat them alive. No comment. Black coffee. I think black coffee. Hey, Fabio got a latte. Fabio put me on the latte thing, by the way. Okay, 65% of the viewers say yes. I've lost my dignity. Maybe I need to reevaluate my ways. I need to go to Tim Hortons or Dunkin' more.
Or just embrace it.
Ryan's gonna come onto the show with a skirt on next week if enough channel members join.
Oh no.
Oh no. Yeah. I'm just reading these comments and shaking my head.
This
Me too.
Devolved into something else.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah.
so
this is just.
I know a thing or two about this subject.
Okay. Pretty close to getting monetized. Absolutely, Cabo.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Jesus Christ, this comment is getting out of control. I'm sorry for anybody watching. This is what happens when you don't have a structured show.
It's not even after 9 p.m. yet. What's going
I
on?
know, it's
Yeah.
crazy stuff.
Isn't there a football game?
Yeah. Don't you guys have families to be with tonight? Oh.
Holy smokers.
Yeah. Fiscal, is there anything outlandishly a buy in your portfolio right now? I saw Disney actually made its way back down to like 108
Yeah.
again.
I picked up a little bit more Disney this week, just a little bit. Because
Okay, we're
because
getting back down there.
I mean, it's not down as much as some other things, but it's one that I wanted more of, and so I'm taking the short-term opportunity, you know.
Nice.
And of course, if I liked TSSI at 13 something, then gonna love it at 11.
What is this guy unknown saying in the chat right now? Like, I'm just reading this the whole time. I love it.
That is a pro gamer move for the most recent one. Using your neighbor's house as collateral.
I wonder if that's the Oracle. Did you guys also see Zuck went on Joe Rogan this week? And
No,
I was
I
like
haven't.
he's done a complete 180 with the Trump stance because he got
Yeah.
elected. So
Yeah.
I was like, Biden campaign came after. It's a little funny.
He's doing the prudent thing, I suppose. Kiss the ring, all that.
Yeah. Mark Zuckerberg, what a good guy. You look at him a few years ago, you say, what a nerd. You say, this guy, if I were a chick, I would not want to have this guy in my bedroom. It'd be a little weird. You'd probably say he has poor performance anxiety, not good things. And now you look at him now and you're just like, what a guy. He likes your favorite president. What a good guy. We do have one more show before the inauguration. That'll be interesting.
We got an actual
Dan
stock
Sam.
question here. Yeah.
Actual stock question. Thoughts on Hershey at the current price?
Man, I think I was.
What are we
looking
at now?
earlier?
Probably
Let me
like
get-
178.
get
I'm gonna
that
guess. I haven't
pulled
seen
up
it in a
here.
while.
So I know Double D's loves this.
Ooh.
Honestly, even though it's down a lot, right? And actually, I was also looking at Pepsi just because like consumer staples are getting beat up a good amount right now. I'm trying to find maybe some bargains in that area,
Yeah.
but
McDonald's at 280 isn't a bargain. Oh.
Hershey's high teens PE. Am I seeing that right? Like
I'm
18,
seeing
19?
23 right now. Yeah.
Well, that's weird. Stock analysis has it at 18. Wonder why.
That's probably forward.
No,
there
they
we go.
have,
We got a
they have
stock
forward at
question.
19, current at 18. That's weird.
Oh. Oh my god, this guy's channel is fucking hilarious, by the way. Dividend, you post like the Khmer, like it's so funny. I'd recommend everybody go check him out after the show. It's so funny.
But even still, like I
There's
know
better
Hershey has
opportunities.
there's some issues with like cocoa prices being
It's
bananas.
climate
lately.
change. I think's another thing with them. Like I'm no scientist, everybody, but the warmer it gets, the harder it's going to be with cocoa and I think coffee beans too. Actually, that's
Starbucks will. I mean, I'm not convinced that cocoa prices are going to stay super high forever necessarily. It's just crazy recently, and who knows when that, and it can cost them a lot of money in the meanwhile, right? So
yeah,
and that's a lot of lost value potentially for shareholders and stuff. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If Canada becomes a state, I will be the first over the border. Arya is going to become a U.S. citizen. Well,
to be fair, Canada would probably have to be 5 or 6 states because it's pretty big.
Yeah. Justin Trudeau, what a loser! Really, what a loser! I mugged him. They called me the mugger. I mugged him so bad.
He called him, I think, Governor Trudeau.
Governor Trudeau. What?
So already like
the funniest part. It's like with Trump, like recently too. Like you'll see him like meeting and talking with all these people, and then like literally 10 minutes later to an interview. Barack Obama, what a loser! He's bald. You know he can't grow hair like I grow hair. It's just it's
fabulous.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, if you're a channel member, you get access to the election night special. We that was a fun show. We stayed up till like 12. Yeah, I'd assume people aren't buying as much. I don't know. Okay, this is a good one. I don't think so. I really don't think so. One.
Depends what kind of a kiss are we talking about here, like on
Yeah.
the cheeks or
Not
like, you know,
financial advice.
like a European
yeah.
reading, or do we mean like full on like with tongue?
Yeah, I don't think
Depends,
so.
you
One.
know?
I'm not with it. Yeah, I'm not like a big Coco. I don't study it every day, unfortunately. I don't
It's
keep up with it.
it's some sort of like fungal rot that's been hitting them
Mm.
for
Mm.
some
That's been
time.
that was an issue for the type of bananas that we had before the current type.
Mhm.
Totally wiped them out.
The bananas are getting smaller.
They call them plantains.
Democrats
now.
are shrinking the bananas. It's so bad. I don't think we're gonna buy any new countries, or unfortunately, I'd be shocked if we do. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, and we'll relocate.
That'd be
to
an
the
ultimate
coast of
troll.
America.
Yeah, Greenland. The winner gets.
Yeah, Pepsi's also another one.
Yeah, I've noticed there's a fair amount of like for all the bubble talk and like the market looks expensive, so on and so forth. Like there are still pockets of fundamental value or opportunity that like whatever style you have. I
Yeah,
think
for sure.
there's appealing things out there.
There will always be opportunities in the because there's thousands of tickers out there, as they say.
Oh, we're not doing it. That doesn't count, Seymour Duck. We appreciate the 4 months, but we aren't doing it. Nope. You got it last week. Cashflow King's looking to buy innovative industrial properties.
No.
No.
He might be referencing the fact that I dropped a video on it like 2 hours before the stream, but the conclusion was I'm not. We'll just say I'm not excited about the stock, and I will not be a buyer today.
Oh no! Second week in a row. This is.
I think
Gifted membership. Gifted membership. Who got it? Who got it?
We unfortunately have to do it.
Do it. Do it.
Okay.
What an asset to the channel now. Thanks, Seymour Duck. We appreciate that still. Our great dances.
He might be the MVP this year if this keeps up.
Yeah, congrats to Emmanuel Raphael. You were gifted the membership. Enjoy your value that you're getting.
One thing I will say, like low key, for the last few months at least, AMZ has probably been kind of goated, to be honest.
I know.
I'm happy enough just having the underlying, or sorry, as Khmer calls it, the underline.
This guy's going
he
off
doesn't
in the
know
comments.
what the word is.
Yeah.
He's only ever heard it said, never seen it written, I guess.
Guys, the Leverage King is in the chat right now.
No, he and the Oracle could probably combine their leverage and just do amazing things.
That'd be the best merger since like the AT&T one from the Graham Telephone.
Well, that's wild.
Yeah. J&J, my issue with J&J is that you're going to get a guaranteed 4% return every year. There's just like so many better options. Like I remember when I started investing, like even 5 years ago, it was a 145. Like nothing has changed. It's just, I don't know. No comment. If you're 60, it's fine, I guess, but I'm not.
If I was 60, I'd probably move the J&J to 10-year treasuries because
I wonder if I'm gonna
it's
see if
better.
I can compare J&J to S-Gov. I wonder what's
Oh,
had a better
no.
return in the last 5 years. I
J-
might.
Oh no.
J&J flat over the last 5 years.
The
It's
S-Gov
incredible.
interest is no joke. Let's see, peers.
But oh my gosh, their buyback yield is insane. Is this accurate?
Is this an opportunity, Fiscal?
Did they really buy back 7%? There's no way that's true.
Over a 5-year period, or what,
No,
what's the
that's like the
average?
So like because stock analysis does the annual
Oh,
number, and it's showing a dividend yield of 3.5% and a buyback yield of 7%. That's trailing 12 months. Like, there's no way. There's got to be a mistake.
The Oracle has interfered in your financial data.
No shit. I mean, the share change, jeepers, creepers. Yeah, they've
Is this an
done
opportunity?
they've done
Could
some
be.
big buybacks.
Did they not have a spin-off, or
No.
was it?
Yeah, they spun off their
Yeah.
healthcare thingy. That
Yeah.
maybe
I was
they
gonna say.
use that money to do buybacks or something. I don't know. I don't follow Johnson & Johnson enough to know.
I mean, it's like 4% growth every year. If you like that,
Eh.
it's all yours.
I don't know.
Enjoy your flight to Thailand with your lady boys. Weston put another good point up that I want to talk about, which is the increasing levels of lead and cadmium in chocolate now.
It's probably meant to say cadmium, not
cadmium.
cadmium.
Sorry, yeah,
It's probably
my
technical.
bad.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
lead and cadmium.
buyer
I
sent.
love heavy metals in my chocolate.
Who doesn't?
chocolate
a
sponsored
metal
by
fan.
Team Hooper Gear.
I'm a metal fan, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The heavier, the better.
Sprinkle some chocolate on Celtic frosted flakes.
Yeah, I don't even know what to predict. I can't really. I take a nice correction for sure, but like I was looking at this general market index the other day, and I didn't realize how much we were actually up, which is a bit wild. Like, I was looking at the 2022 dip, and we're up like 60% since then, which is wild. And it doesn't feel that long ago.
Yep.
Yeah, we don't mess with baby talc and baby powder. Wait till Trump's president. He will bring daily chaos, and the markets hate chaos. I mean, we already saw one term. I don't think it's going to be some crazy. I don't remember what the market was like 2016 to 20. I remember kind of the end of 2020, but I don't completely. I mean, more likely than not, either candidate is going to have to deal with some sort of market correction or downturn, just like historically speaking. I'm probably going to jinx that, and we're going to have another bull market for 4 years. So. Let's see. Anybody else buying companies after they've been wrecked by a lawsuit? Fuck, dude, 3M's doing good.
Have they?
I regret selling. I sold at the bottom too. That's horrible. Yeah, it's up like 70% since I bought. That's shitty.
Okay. All right. This got a.
Oh yeah.
This comment needs some attention.
You're welcome, everybody. Which one?
Dividend finance.
Oh, this guy's hilarious.
Yeah.
Seems like you guys go. Why did you get? So why name yourselves cash flow king since you have no cash? That's good.
Excuse me. All right.
His
I have
channel's great.
BTI. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
BTI is my second largest holding. That ton of cash flow.
Yeah.
Tobacco, big cash flow.
Yeah.
Man,
Are you in BTI by any chance, Bacon?
yes, it actually quietly is my largest active holding within that portfolio.
The intervention right now could be happening. I have been on the brink for a little bit now, potentially selling my Altria and putting it into BTI. Altria is down like 10% maybe, I want to say, recently. But I mean, they trade similar, so I've heard Fiscal's point of view, but what about BTI makes you prefer it over Altria if you do prefer it over Altria?
Honestly, it's just more so of the valuation. The thing that I kind of wish would happen is more of a buyback focus than just pure dividend. And yeah, they've tried to make credible signs towards buying back. As far as like the Indian business that they owned, they sold, like they trimmed a little bit of that ownership and took that capital to buybacks. So like I'm willing to sit with it. It's just like I am aware that going forward, would I like there's what I would like to see and what I realistically think would happen, and I think it probably is more dividend heavy than buyback heavy. But it's fine. It's fine.
Free money.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I wouldn't go that far, but
In addition, like valuation is the main thing for me too.
Yeah.
At the time I sold Altria and rotated most of the money into BTI, the valuation of Altria was like double what BTI's is on like a per cash flow basis, free cash flow basis. So
Yeah.
I'm sitting there, and what else? BTI's payout ratio is lower, meaning they have more available for the buybacks should they decide to really do the buybacks. I don't expect that they would cut their dividend, but
Yeah.
they do have more left over to do buybacks. So hopefully we see some more buybacks. I'd love to see buybacks.
So
Or
even
just
right
see
now,
them reach, like even if you just saw them reach Altria's valuation of like 10 or 11 times free cash flow, they would like almost double in price from here. That seems a little crazy. And also, they're not fully reliant on the U.S. cigarette sales for their revenues. They're a little bit more diversified. Altria, it's every year you see the number of the percentage of the adults in the U.S. smoking going down, and that's the only place Altria sells. So you're very vulnerable, higher risk. I think BTI is less risk.
okay.
Dan also reminds some good points.
Smokeless products, paying back debt.
Yep.
Yeah. We also do have Seymour Duck in the chat. Seymour Duck is basically, he's a dictator now because he makes us do these stupid dances. We appreciate it, but also to Evolution Gaming Bull, welcome in Seymour Duck. We have some more comments to get to as well. Absolutely not. We're not going to the Walgreens. We're going to turn the page.
PTSD, I'm sorry.
Yeah. No, okay. So I think even at 39, whatever BTI is at, you still think it'd be wise
it's
for me
down,
to...
It's down. It's 35.90 now. It's under 36.
Okay. You think it would be wise to reallocate?
What's Altria at?
Altria is at like 51.
Oh, I would absolutely that's no brainer for me.
Yeah. I mean, at the same time, like, the totality of things like tax consequences, et cetera. But again, I'm inclined to lean towards where Fiscal is, but added context there.
Pouches are the new vaping. I don't know. I think vaping is still kind of a...
Oh, did we lose Seymour?
Seymour's coming back in. We have Seymour back.
Hey, there he is.
Yeah.
There he is.
I agree. I think... I don't know. I think vaping is still prevalent. I noticed that definitely in my high school days. But I'm not saying that I've ever done the pouches before, but they're definitely a lot more popular among the youth, as the kids like to say.
Hello.
There we go. Evolution Gaming Bull
Sorry,
in the chat.
I had mic issues, but now it's working.
He was too busy talking to the casino dealers on Evolution's live games.
Oh yes.
What's your all-time profit, you think, now? It's getting up there.
For the actual games itself? Oh no, I probably broke even. Nah.
Oh, okay.
You're never gonna win at the casinos. You only play for fun.
I only see you when you're winning, though.
Oh no. Yeah, because because I'm using. I'm probably broke even.
Okay.
Yeah, because I went live on X one time and I spent $20 and I lost.
Yeah.
I don't spend much. It's like I get paid. I spend like $20 or $25 and that's it. I know my limit because I know I'm not going to win. I just play for fun.
That's smart.
So you don't follow the advice of worst finance takes and spend 50% of your take home pay on scratch off tickets?
Oh no.
Okay.
No. I take like 50% and put it in stocks. So
there we go.
It's almost as good a return as you'll get on all these memberships you've been gifting.
That's right. That's well said. Very well said.
I get a lot from Google reward opinions. so I have to spend those.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I
Might
have
as well
to-
spend them here.
Yeah, I never use them, so yeah, I get Google Play rewards, so I was like, I have to use them.
yeah. We should start paying like a Cash Flow Kings member dividend, like a 4 cent 4 cent annual dividend. Our channel members get a cent, so that's a yield right there.
So, what do you think? Do we mind if you make?
Oh, absolutely. I don't
Go
care.
ahead.
Go for
Go
it. You're not
Yeah.
even a channel member. I don't care. I think it's hilarious. I love
I've
it.
already been clipped from here to Kingdom Come, so the
Shh.
embarrassment level
I gotta-
is already high.
Does anybody know who's actually behind that page?
Wait, there's a page?
The Dividend Finance Fools.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh shoot! Now it's a mystery. I bet it's Beater.
Oh,
bet
he
it
does
is.
not
Probably is.
like BTI. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. I'd rather smell like smoke than be a grown man with a spit cut if I'm gonna be an addict. That's certainly a take. Fiscal, do you have any evolution gaming questions for Seymour Duck while he's here?
I guess I'm curious. Growth prospects, and I want to say that I was curious, like how vulnerable they are to regulation, because they just license to actual like sites, right? They're not like actually directly running the actual operations, correct?
Correct, but they still need a license. They still need one. In the UK, they actually got. They're probably going to get fined, but the UK regulators are looking into it and seeing what's happening, because apparently some people in the UK are accessing Evolution games in the black market.
I see.
But I mean, like, that's not Evolution's fault. That's the casino's fault, because the casino's not blocking access. Evolution blocks access from their end, but then you can just circumvent it with a VPN.
That's.
Yeah, there was a short report on Evolution on the same thing, and it went down a lot at the time. And then people were like, it's not the casino; they provide the games to the casinos. So you can't blame the black market casinos trying to use Evolution without telling Evolution that it's not them, and then using a VPN for, like, say they're accessing the Philippines casinos, right, and then putting it into China. Evolution has no access to that because they're providing the Philippines, not the China. So you have to blame the casinos providing access to China, not Evolution. Things like that. But I always consider it like a sin stock, so they're always going to have regulatory issues, concerns. You just have to. It's like BTI, you know. It's always there in the background. If you can ignore the noise, then you're good. If not, then I don't think that's a stock for you or someone else, right? Who wants to invest.
And the discount on the valuation we noticed last week as well. We were doing our analysis that the sin stocks always trade at like a way cheaper multiple than.
It's odd though, because in 2021, when everyone was bullish in the market, right, the valuations were real high, and I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not buying this. But now the valuation is low, and everyone's like, I don't want to buy it. I'm like, what? Now I want to buy it because the valuation's low. The concerns for me right now, right, outweighs everything because the valuation has gone with that discount.
Mm-hmm. So what would you consider your biggest risk with the company right now?
The unregulated markets, if you want to be, but I mean, like, that's everything else, like, it's in stock, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, when you had cigarettes and vapes, and then it just happens. But one thing I like about Evolution is their management. The whole reason they went public was to be transparent, and so that they can work with the regulators. That's what they do. Their competitors, not as much. Playtech Games, yes, but Pragmatic Play, they do some sketchy things like pay streamers and give free money in their slots. Yeah, but that's why they're not public. Playtech Games is public. And a lot of these casinos, and especially Evolution, they work with the big casinos. They work with FanDuel, MGM, and just recently, Caesars. They just launched in Pennsylvania with Caesars. And you work with all the big guys, and they all pick Evolution
Mm.
because they know they can trust Evolution, and that's why they went public, so they can give everyone the transparency.
Yeah. On the topic of transparency, me and Fiscal laughed at the same time reading this question. It's a classic.
I do, but it's sort of the traditional garb of the show for me to wear tank tops, because one of the biggest things that happens in the comments, which you probably already know because it seems like you've been around for a while in the background here, is you should wear a more professional shirt.
Yeah. Oh no, way, dude! It's the Finfluential guy, dude. Everybody hates him on Twitter. That isn't right regarding the UKGC inquiry. I've seen. I even. It's bad when dividend dude's going after you. Ooh, that's not good. Not
Is that
bullish.
true? I've never heard of that person. So
yeah, dividend dude was going after him. This is after hour stuff right now, guys. This is what happens past 9 p.m. on the Cashflow Kings. Fuck, dude. The bulk might be getting out of control. That's true. We are kind of on a diabolical bulk right now. He must be. This is like insider information, dude. This is unreal. No, I'd be honored to have a video made by Dividend Finance Fools. Truthfully. Wow, dude, we have like, this is the celebrity. We needed like the celebrity cam right now, like what they do for UFC and WWE. We got like Lincoln in here, echoes. This is honestly it's pretty honorable. It's happened before. I think I have one over there. It's a Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Yeah, you, me, Fabio, like we all wore tank tops.
Typically, we'll save it for like if we're going heel for an episode, like we're doing a Yield Max debate, we'll save the sunglasses or we'll save the tank tops for that. Fiscal always wears it, but
yeah, that's just my style.
Yeah, I'm definitely considering opening up a small position in Evolution. Though, do you have like any fair price estimate in your head? I know it's pretty undervalued right now.
My fair price is like $95.
Ooh.
So that was my price target. I was like, okay, let me buy in under 95, and then it went 90, and then I was like, okay, let me buy a little bit more. Then it went to 80. I'm like, okay, let me go heavy, and then it went to 70. I'm like, okay, let me buy a little bit more, and now I'm just like, I'm on pause because it's now like at like 12 PE. This is like, I don't understand.
What price would you consider selling?
I'm not, because it's
a real man's investment right there, everybody.
It's a dividend play as well, because right now it's at 4%. I'm not selling if I'm getting 4% dividend.
What's the dividend growth to, Fiscal? Do you remember?
The dividend growth of
Evolution.
Oh, well, that should be really easy for me to pull up.
Well, there we go.
They have a dividend policy where it's like minimum 50% of their profits.
I'm gonna guess like 7% or something, but
I might be in. If the dividend method, the dividend discount method, that might be one of the most stupid valuation methods. By the way, I'm sorry, everybody. If you base your investment thesis off the dividend,
no, sorry,
model,
I was way off. It was 31% over the last year.
What about like 5 years? I know we're 5-year investors, Fiscal.
Well, I don't know what the 5-year average.
Okay, I may be picking up some Evolution very soon. Wow, I feel honored that Finfluential is in our comment section.
So
right now.
I think they only started paying recently because it was 83% and then 137%, then 44%, and now 31%. So that sounds like somebody just starting it to ramp up their dividend.
Yeah.
So yeah. It won't stay 31% forever. I'm sorry.
Yeah. It's not like the Target 2021 hike where they had it like 40 or 50%. Next year, 20%. And the last 4
here's
years.
The thing, the yield is already over 3%. So even if it drops.
You're still locking in a good, and they do buybacks.
Yeah. So it's still like you're going to get a pretty good yield on cost over the next few years from here. Most likely.
Uber's. I wish I went a little heavier in Uber. I think I only got 600 or 700 worth. I gotta look now. I didn't get enough, that's for sure.
Yeah, I got an even 100 shares at
There you
like
go.
61 something, 61.44. It's been year to date my year to date it's my best stock.
Yeah. The Aria effect.
Yeah.
We'll give the 5 to 10 minute warning for anybody with any last comments, concerns, questions. Khmer makes 40,000 a month on an 81K portfolio. Can we do better? I don't know, Fiscal. I don't know
That's
if
a
we
lot of
can.
income. It's a lot of income.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is a lot of income.
I
Well,
love margin.
Counterpoint.
I got
I'm not. I'll pay the taxes later.
oh, tax schmacks. You know what the schoolyard saying? Tax schmacks.
I don't want to hear about taxes. Okay. All I
Rich
care
people-
about is income.
This is
Rich
bullshit.
people don't talk about taxes.
You should-
I think that was
the high yielders, the high yield warriors.
I went ahead
You
and
don't have to
banned
worry
him.
about tax.
Oh
Yeah,
my goodness.
But Bacon, no obnoxious buys for you anytime soon.
I mean, like the most recent one for me was Huntington Ingalls.
There you go.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I'm not saying like or trying to pitch it. I would say more so depending on your style and preference. At least maybe having some of the U.S. defense companies at least on the radar might not be a bad idea. If you were to do this and if you were to play this game, like at least radar worthy. I think that's a very very fair thing to say.
Yeah. All right, Finfluential. I'll make the offer now. Come on to this show, and we have Davis Watkins coming on next week, so it can't be next week. But we will gladly have you and Seymour Duck on. We'll do the Evolution Roundtable. We'll talk about it for an hour. We'll have a fun time. Who knows? Maybe there could be some casino games being played.
The roundtables
this
are
was
great.
Yeah, we'll have you on. Just message us on Twitter. Just because Dividend Dude made a post against you doesn't mean we hate you. Can High Tide bring Snoop Dogg it? Oh, I saw this on Discord earlier. That's funny. That would be I question if that would be an accretive acquisition for them, but it probably would be.
No.
Yeah. Snoop Dogg's in so many commercials these days, though. I get numb to it. Like if it's like, oh, here we go again.
Yeah. He's got to pay for that massive weed bill, I guess.
I'm shocked how he's alive.
He's proof you can't overdose on it, I guess.
Yeah, I know.
If anybody would have.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. So, no, this is actually kind of interesting. So this was actually one of the first like penny stocks I ever bought on Vanguard. I don't know. I don't even remember what I bought it for and what I sold it for, but it was like negligible because it was like $50 worth. But just funny. It's the name of the company I think is Gee Group, if I'm not mistaken. Ticker Job. I liked the ticker, and that's the only reason I bought it.
That's a thesis right there.
Fun little lore about me, and this was way before I even considered doing anything on YouTube or anything like that.
Yeah. This is good. Okay, this is another fair judgment too. The bulk and the haircut are two things that are just out of control for me right now. In my defense, with the haircut, I've been waiting out till school starts the 21st for me, and I rather wait. I haven't got a haircut since like November, so and my barber just had a kid, so I need to wait like an extra 3 weeks. So I just have to wear a hat wherever I go for the next like 3 weeks. It's not fun. Let's see.
Intramural baseball.
I'm looking forward to this video from Dividend Finance Fools. I'm actually heavily looking forward to it. Hey, if it's good enough, it can be an honorary intro for our next episode. Last one here. Thoughts on BITF and Hive?
I've heard the ticker Hive, but like I literally don't know anything about it, unfortunately.
I don't know anything about it either.
Is it Hive Digital Technologies?
Is it Bitcoin mining?
Oh Lord, I hope not.
I think it is.
Yeah, mining and sale of digital currencies in Canada. No, I can't. I just can't.
Hell no. No Bitcoin for me.
I've been having a ton of people asking like, what crypto should I buy? And I'm just
Yeah,
like,
no,
probably not a wise idea.
It's a no for me, dog.
Yeah, I'd rather buy Tesla than crypto.
Because the crypto thing for me
That
always
makes
comes
sense.
back to the thing I said very early on in the episode
Mhm.
is it's what people want to hear. It's the newest shiniest thing. It's going to go to $1 million a coin. It's going to be fast. It's going to be easy. You don't have to know anything. You don't have to try. It's just going to happen because. And that works only until it doesn't.
Yep, well said.
Oh, I'm surprised it actually fell below 100K USD. Goes to show how much I keep track on this.
All right, we are at the 1 hour 20-minute mark. Chat has probably been one of the most active times.
And
Fiscal, did you pull that up?
I did. And just a word about that. So on paper, it like Ford almost always looks super cheap. Forward PE of 5.5. But my personal opinion is that the Auto Workers Union has made the Detroit auto industry completely uninvestable. Just my personal opinion.
We hate unions here on the Cash Flow Kings. That's your one takeaway from the episode. That's true. An hour 29 pretty much you'll never get back. That's true.
It's true.
But it was all worth it at the end of the day. No comment. We appreciate you all for tuning in. We went longer than we thought. Sometimes these episodes where you don't have guests can be some of the most wild card episodes you can imagine of when individually Bacon Memes comes on. I know.
Guests just appear. We manifested them.
Chat showed up tonight. We had celebrities in the comment section. We had Finfluential, controversial Twitter figure. We had,
by the way, Twitter
journalist
follow button. We need to get to 500 on Twitter.
We had journalist, Echoes from Above come in, legendary small cap investor Blake Downer. We had who else in here? Dan Weston, another very well known Twitter op of Dividend Dude. We've had a guy who rented out or used a school district property for mortgage. We had a lot of people in here tonight, so we appreciate it. This was probably one of the most active nights of chat, and we appreciate that. So bring it every week, and it's even more fun, and one could say accretive for the Cash Flow Kings. So there's nothing cash flow positive about us right now. I'm heavily looking forward to the video from Dividend Finance Fools. If it's good enough, it'll be our intro, so keep it under like 2 minutes. Appreciate you all for watching. Thank you to Seymour Duck and Bacon Memes. Where can we find you both?
At Twitter, 0G Bacon Memes. Also with the side channel with Andrew. One Gap. I have a video idea that I'm working through, so something to come out for in the future.
I will leave a link in the description.
Yeah, and you can find me on X at Mr. Seymour Duck.
There we go.
Thank you all for having me.
Well said.
Always a pleasure.
You get a free membership. You get a free membership. You get a free membership.
Everybody gets a free membership.
The new members are in the chat. All right. Thank you all for watching. Smash the like button, subscribe. We'll see you next Saturday. Do Dividend Stocks, Hot Drugs, and of course, Cash Flow is. Oh, yeah.